With the release of the new generation, the design and ergonomics of the interior have improved, the price has increased, but the plastic interior trim, as it was the most budget-friendly, remains the same. Interior noise insulation is comparable to B-Class cars and Creta feels no quieter than Solaris. Dynamics with a 1.6-liter engine, especially in the version with automatic transmission, if there is a crossover with a 1.6-liter engine in the city. At least it drives somehow, but on the highway the dynamics are clearly not enough. The weight has an effect. Solaris with this engine drives quite well for its class. Body design, about 6 months have passed since the release of the Creta, but in my opinion the Creta still looks foreign and unusual in the traffic. Although this is my subjective opinion and design is a matter of taste. The ground clearance is only 190 mm, which is not enough for a crossover, especially if you drive it off-road from asphalt. After installing the steel protection, only 170 mm remains. Wide thresholds that do not close the doors cause passengers and the driver to stain their trousers when exiting and boarding the crossover, so you will have to get used to the massive thresholds. Why didn't the Koreans make the doors close the threshold on the updated version, as is implemented on the Volkswagen Taos or even on the Chery Tiggo 4? The Koreans have saved money and the independent rear suspension is available on the crossover only with all-wheel drive, but other famous manufacturers, Volkswagen, Renault, and others, are now famous for their savings, but the Chery Tiggo, and many other Chinese, have an independent rear suspension available in all versions, but the minus of many Chinese is that they don't have all-wheel drive, but that's not about them now. Weak paintwork on the body and thin metal, like most modern cars, unfortunately, due to the environment and the desire to save money, manufacturers save on everything, including body panels. A small trunk with a volume of only 402 liters. Known problems with the main units, the 1.6-liter engine. The catalyst has weak ceramics. Due to refueling with low-quality fuel, it is destroyed. In general, the unit is simple and reliable, without hydraulic compensators, with a chain in the timing unit. And if you monitor the condition of the catalyst and remove or replace it in time, then the 1.6-liter engine. Capable of traveling about 300,000 kilometers, engine 2.0L, due to the thin-walled block and overheating, over time it leads to scuffing and expensive repairs. The installation of oil injectors only partially solved the problem, and among those who like to rev the engine to the cutoff and drive in full throttle mode, the problem of cylinder scuffing continues to occur. But if the engine is not overheated and is not constantly turned to maximum speed, in a gentle mode the engine runs about 250,000 kilometers, 2.0-liter engine, also chain, but unlike the 1.6-liter engine. Equipped with hydraulic valve compensators. Although the Hyundai Creta is not a standard of engineering, design and comfort, it will get you from point A to point B, but the price of the crossover is very high and quite recently we bought completely different cars for the same money.